Welcome, everybody. Today is Thursday, February 8th, and today we have a great business opportunity. Just like I said in the announcement, are you ready for this new world? AI is now full active. If you're not using Chat GPT, I don't know where you have been. It's there was a big situation with Hollywood because they were there's no need for humans anymore, apparently, because all the scripts are being written by AI. And if AI hasn't actually touched your life or your job or even your lifestyle, I don't know if you have an Alexa at home and Alexa gives you the weather. You don't even need a newspaper anymore because you ask Alexa or Siri or Google or Ziggy or whatever the name of your AI little thing that you have at home. They open windows. My husband has it that they open the curtains in the morning. He closes it at 2 p.m. because he likes the sun not to hit too much, and all kinds of things that Alexa does in my house. So if AI hasn't touched your life, you probably are not looking because it has. The other day I went to Walmart, and during the day while I'm shopping, there was this big machine and it was cleaning. So I said, oh my goodness, because I have a lot of the cleaners in that specific Walmart are my friends. And I said, do they still have their job? I wonder, because the machine was just going and it had little eyes and it was like blinking as if it had eyes. And I said, ooh, this is like, wow, getting closer. So with that, I wanted to introduce to you a new way to make income, a new way where just if you already have a great safe job and you still think it's safe, that's great. Congratulations to you. But what about an additional form of income? Now, maybe some of you may not be safe at your job. I certainly wasn't. I was working in a corporate job as a manager, and every day I woke up, I knew they were going to fire me. It's not an obsession. I said, I'm one of the oldest ones, and the older I get, they're going to fire me soon because they don't want to pay my package. They're not going to want to, they're going to find a way to get me out. And you know what? I decided to leave on my own. I said, you know what? I want to pursue network marketing. This is what I want to do. A few years later, 19 of the managers, they did a cleanup. They got down to 13. And after just a few years after I had left, I think it was after 5 years, they went down to 3 managers. So do you think I made the right decision? I knew that was going to happen. And I said, I'm walking out before they do it to me because I might not be able to recover from the loss of getting fired or getting let go or telling me that I'm not doing my job properly because they need to, save some money. That's a company. They didn't really need me anymore. So I left. So best decision I made. And today, Dave is going to tell you a little bit more about this opportunity, which I love so much. And under his mentorship, he's not my mentor, he is my brother. So with that, Dave, you have the mic, please. You have the mic.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you everybody for joining us today. This is our Thursday evening in Kenya opportunity presentation where we get together every Thursday and share this opportunity with people. I as well heard about this many years ago, 25 plus years ago, September of 1998. I don't know what you were doing in September of 1998, but I had learned about For Life, the company. It was a brand new company, just opened their doors, just starting. And I was having a challenge, both financially and physically. And, we as humans, we tend to take action when our back is against the wall, when we're in crisis. If everything was perfect in your life right now, chances are you probably wouldn't even be listening to me. You wouldn't be here. If you had perfect health, you were financially wealthy, you're driving around in your Mercedes Benz, loving life, traveling the world, everything's perfect. But reality is we tend to make changes. We tend to learn to adapt when our back is against the wall. And I always say that people tend to join this kind of business for one of two reasons. inspiration or desperation. You're either inspired by something you heard, you saw, maybe you tried the product, or you're desperate and you need to make a change in your life, like Claudia just said. Now, for me, it really started out as desperation. I was broke, like I said. I was suffering from a condition called Crohn's disease. It's a digestive disorder. And the cause of that was stress. I was so stressed out in my life back in 1998. I had no automobile, no car, no furniture. I'd been through a divorce. I lost everything. And I was starting a new life. And so the timing for me was good to start something new, to make a change in my life. And a friend of mine who is a scientist, a doctor, well respected, he sent me a bottle of a product called Transfer Factor. Never heard of Transfer Factor before. And I looked at the product. Back in 1998, there was no Google, there was no social media. Everything was fax or talking on the telephone. And I asked him to send a fax. I had to go down to the local store to get the fax because I didn't have a fax machine, and started reading information about transfer factor. And here's what I learned. I learned that transfer factor is very, very unique, very different. This is not, I'll repeat, this is not what you might think it is. If you're new for the first time listening, transfer factor is not a vitamin. It's not a mineral or a plant or a herb. It's not medicine. It's the only thing on this planet right now that we know of that can transfer, and that's why it has the name transfer factor, transfer immune knowledge from one source to another, educating your immune system how to recognize threats and then respond to those threats. We now have clinical trials. The company spent millions of dollars for these clinical trials that show that when you take transfer factor products, and we've got a lot of different products, and we'll get through those products in a minute here. When you take transfer factor, it activates your immune cells within 2 hours of taking the product. Clinically proven, all right? So here's a product that transfers immune knowledge, activates your immune cells, all right, and helps control your immune system. Well, if you think about it, what's the most important system of your body, really? Every other system, whether it's cardiovascular, reproductive, nervous, respiratory, all your systems depend on your immune system to stay healthy and strong. So if you want to have a nice, strong, healthy lifestyle, take care of your immune system. It's critical. What happened during COVID? Many people died. Some people didn't die. Why did some die and some didn't? Because they had a much faster immune response. Well, who had a faster immune response? Older people or younger people? Younger people. Their immune systems recognize the threat much quicker than older people's immune system, because the older people, their immune systems were much slower, much lazier, if you will, to respond, did not identify the threat in time, and therefore they lost their lives. And I'm not saying that transfer factor saves everybody's lives, but what I'll say is this: if you have a faster immune response, you've got a much greater chance of beating the war against a particular threat. All right, that's just how it works. So, not a vitamin, not a mineral, not a herb, all right, not a plant, not medicine. It's an immune molecule. And one last thing I'll say about transfer factor. You mothers out there, you women, when you had a baby, you transferred immune knowledge to your baby by way of that first maternal milk. Within the first 24 hours of your child being born, you literally passed immune knowledge by way of a messenger molecule called transfer factor. That same messenger molecule is the molecule we're talking about. 4Life has patented the process of identifying this molecule and extracting it for human consumption. That's what I learned back in 1998. So now I wanted to get the message out to people. I'm grateful that our company decided to not go down the path of traditional marketing, because there's something about this product. A bottle of transfer factor does not have a mouth. It can't talk. It doesn't have legs. It can't walk. So therefore, it's up to us to tell the story. It's up to us to share it with people. You could put it on shelves, you could put it in a pharmacy, you could put it in a store. It doesn't talk and doesn't walk. So we have to tell the story. We've got to get it out there. And I started doing that in 1998. And since then, it's been 25 years. And I've been able to build an organization all over the world with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. For Life has paid in money. My team, my wife and I, Gabby and I, our team, over $2 billion. I don't know how many billions we've done in business now, but we do over 1 million every day of business. It took time for us to build that team around the world. And now we're focusing a lot of our energy in Africa, helping those in Kenya. We've got some from Tanzania, South Africa on board, even Mozambique. So here's an opportunity for you guys to change your life. Okay, so let's run through this PowerPoint real quick. This will probably take me about 15 minutes to share with you some bullet points. And I would like you to, if you would, if you even have a pen and paper, all right, and you'll have access to these PowerPoints, by the way. They're on uplinepro.com, which is our website. All right, it's like our team website. So Cloud, if you want to put uplinepro.com in the chat, click on Education Library, and you can get access to these tools, including a plan of action to help you get your business started. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Hopefully you can see this. Claudia, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, let me move it here. I've got a 4-foot wide screen on my end. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, so first of all, I do like talking about dreams real quick. You know, every one of us has dreams. I believe, I'm a religious person. I believe God gave us the ability to dream. And being a loving God, he will also provide the ability to achieve those dreams. But he's not going to give it to you for free, because the process of achieving those dreams, that's how you grow and develop. We're here on this planet, on this earth, to grow and develop. And that's what we're all doing together. And that's why I love this business. I love this team, and I love all of you. I want you to grow and develop and achieve your dreams, whatever they are. All right. We have a lot of challenges going on in this world right now. This world is spinning very fast. We live in a much smaller world because of communication information. I'm in San Diego, California. You're in Kenya, many of you. Cloud is in Canada. We have people probably coming in from different parts of the world listening. So, you know, we're in the age of communication and information, and all this information overload that we get causes a lot of chaos. We've got health threats and pandemics and financial challenges all over the world. The economy is struggling. Well, let me tell you something. It does not have to be struggling for you. If you work together with a team of people where we help each other, support each other, love each other, rely on each other to grow and develop, you can achieve your dreams, all right, given the right opportunity. So let's talk about these options that we have moving forward. I tell people, look, go get another job. Why would you want to get another job? And first of all, why would you want to build somebody else's dream? A job is okay if you have to survive right now. You know, if you're like, you know what, I need some food. All right, okay, go get a job. You know, find some employment, but don't depend on that your entire life. You need to learn to employ yourself. The greatest security there is within yourself. Go get a degree, go to school, get a degree. That's wonderful, but still you end up getting a job. All right. And, you know, maybe you might feel that the job is more secure. It's not. I know 7 people. I just found this out this week. 7 people I know have lost their job, and they've all got degrees. They've all got college degrees, and they were let go. That's the world we're living in today. Jobs are not secure. All right. Start your own traditional business. Well, the problem with the traditional business, you've got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of investment, and a lot of risk. And then who's there to work with you, coach you, keep you motivated and inspired day after day after day? You're on your own. All right. Well, how about doing something that doesn't have all of the risks? You can be a social media influencer. And by the way, that's a tough one as well. I honestly believe that that market is on its way down. A lot of people have gotten involved in social media, trying to do something on social media. Social media's got its place. All right, I'm not saying that we can't use social media, but a lot of people that I know, they're on their way out the door of trying to be social media influencers. This is what I love. Partnering, partnering with a successful company, all right? Working with a team of people, building your own business, your own future with all the benefits and no risk. You can see in that picture right there, all these people, thousands and thousands of people from around the world come to our conventions. And this is all part of our community, our family, working together, building our dreams. Now let's talk about real quick, three things important for you to succeed in business today. If you want to succeed in business today, I encourage you to think about these three things. One, globalization. As I mentioned earlier, it's a small world we live in today. You can reach out to people all over the world through WhatsApp, Messenger, Zoom, all kinds of tools. Well, start a business in your backyard, start a business from your own home office, but build it globally. Gabby and I, my wife and I, we've got business all over the world in over 100 countries now. And yeah, we've traveled to most of those countries. I probably know Kenya better than most of you. I've been to Kitale, Kakamega, Kisumu, Nakuru. I've been all over Kenya, with Dr. Regina and many of you over there, doing presentations and talking to people. So I enjoy the traveling. Just got back from Brazil last week. But when I started, I was using the telephone. And now, of course, through Zoom and WhatsApp and so forth, you can communicate with people all over the world. Think globally. Start locally, but think globally. We've got a tool in your cell phone. At For Life, we provide the tool to help you share content with people. The content is already created. You can send links to people all over the world, and they can join, they can try a product right from your own home. Rentability. What is rentability? Rentable. Well, that's residual income. If you had 10 houses, would you live in all 10? No, you would not. You might live in one or two. Maybe you got a summer home, a winter home, but you would rent the rest because it brings you residual income. So if you're going to do something to earn money, do something that brings you a residual. And that's one of the things I'm the most grateful for with For Life. After 25 years, I get paid for what I started. I started something 25 years ago, and today I still get paid from my efforts 25 years ago. You see, wouldn't it be nice for you to go to bed at night, wake up the next morning, you open up your For Life app, you look at your business. Wow, my business grew last night 10,000 life points. I had people in the USA, in Canada, in the UK, maybe in South Africa or Kenya that bought products or using the products, and you just made some money while you were sleeping. That's called residual income. And build a legacy for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it for your family. Wouldn't you love to leave a legacy? Maybe 5, 10, 20 years from now, maybe you're not here on the planet anymore. Maybe it's 50 years from now, but you're leaving a residual for your family to continue to earn that income. Then community. People want to be part of a community. They get inspired listening to others, being with others, stories, the energy. And I'm going to share some videos with you in a minute talking about energy coming back from Brazil. But we're building a community, a family, a team together. Let's talk about benefits now and risk. As I mentioned earlier, the risk of a traditional business, you've got overhead expenses. You probably have rent to pay. You might have inventory you have to pay for. You might even have employees that you have to hire. Then you got to pay for them, their taxes, their unemployment. Then if you want to expand, you might have a web presence. You got to build out a website. You got to pay for that. All kinds of expenses and overhead that you have to pay for. And then there's a lot of risk. You're doing it on your own. Let's look at this. Partnering with a company. For Life is my partner and hopefully your partner. Okay. Sure, you have a sponsor if you join us, an upline, a downline, and so forth, but your real partner who pays you, who provides the product, who has 1,000 employees around the world, who has offices all over the world, they're the ones that have the responsibility of paying all the overhead, paying the employees, managing the inventory, providing world-class products that change our lives, bring value to our life. The science, the millions of dollars they spend every year on the science and research, which we'll be seeing, by the way, at the convention coming up in April, the new product launch with a new product that I'm very excited about, which I'll be sharing with all of you in April. So here, the company does all that for us. They're your partner. We have one responsibility: to get out, hustle, share the word with people, invite people, and don't get hung up. Don't get stressed if someone's not ready. If they're not ready, they're not ready. You're not going to make them be ready. All right. You might inspire them or influence them. Okay. But if they're really not ready, they're not ready. Another day. Maybe they're ready tomorrow. Maybe they're ready in a week. Maybe they're ready in a month. Maybe they're ready in a year, 5 years. I don't know. But I look for people that are ready, that want to change their lives, want to use our products, benefit their lives. All right. So when you have one responsibility, one, you can compress a lifetime of work down into a few years, maybe 3, 5, let's say it took you 7, let's say it took you 10 years to build a future, a legacy for you and your family. Would it be worth it? I've got over 200 millionaires, 210 to be exact now, my wife and I, on our team around the world. All right. Well, we've done that in the time we've been with For Life. But all these other people have made millions of dollars, and they're in Ecuador, Dominican Republic, Korea, USA, of course, Mexico, Panama, all right, all over the world. So anybody can do this business. You've got all the benefits, but you don't have the risk. Other benefits, by the way, cell phone application. Just download the For Life app. Now you have access to a library of content, links. You learn to use the app. If you don't know how to use the app, talk to your sponsor. We'll do a training for you. We'll help educate you how you can share your For Life shop, your personal store with your face, your name, your email, your phone number. You have a personal link to send to people through WhatsApp, Messenger, email, text, anywhere you want to send it. And they could be in London, they could be in California, they could be in Japan. You send a link to them, they can buy product in other countries, and you get paid for that. All right. Simple, simple. All right. Let's talk about investment. You start your own business, a lot of investment, a lot of capital to get started. What are you investing in here? You're investing in yourself. All you're doing is using the products. That's it. By using the products and encouraging somebody else to use the products, you're bringing value to their life, health and wellness, as well as financial independence. That's your only investment. And time, by sharing it with people. But you don't have to go out and buy $10,000 or $1,000 or $500 worth of product. You can. I have some people that do, because they buy it and they sell it and they make money doing that. But that's not required. It's just using the product. That's it. Earn while you learn. That's one of the things I love about this business. I talk to people all the time that go to school. They spend 4 years, 5 years, 6 years in college. They get out and they're shocked by how little they're paid. If you spent 4, 5, 6 years here with us, your personal development, your growth, it's impossible to be with us for 4, 5, 6 years and not have success. All right. One of two things are going to happen. You're going to grow and you're going to develop and you're going to establish an income and financial independence. You'll be on that road to financial freedom, or you're not with us anymore because you decided to throw in the towel and leave. All right. So hopefully you're here to stay and we can grow together and build together. Earn while you learn. That's what I love about it. You earn while you're learning, growing, developing. All right. Get paid for what you start. I already talked about that. The residual income. Build a residual. Let's talk about health and wellness real quick. I do not consider our company a nutritional company, honestly. There's a lot of nutrition out there, and nutrition is important. All right. Eating healthy food, that's good nutrition. We are a health and wellness company. We're a wellness company. The wellness industry is over $4 trillion. All right. We've got unique products. products that bring value to your life, products that are scientifically, clinically proven to do what we say they do. And they cover a lot of areas from anti-aging, skincare, to systems of the body, cardiovascular system, reproductive system, nervous system, of course, the immune system. Then we have transform products to help transform people's body. You want to build lean muscle? You want to burn fat? We've got products that do that for you. We've got products that help you recover. If you, let's say that you're a high active person and you need to have quick recovery, we've got products for that like Renuvo. So, I'm not going to get into every product we have, but it's all built around transfer factor science. That's one of our patented technologies that we own globally. For life. Now let's talk about our company, the health of our company, the strength of our company. I talk to people all the time. I got back from Brazil last week, my wife and I met people. We went to 10 cities in 15 days, basically. And people are always telling me, oh, Dave, I got into network marketing, multi-level marketing. I was with the company went down, they changed their pay plan 10 times. They couldn't get the products out the door and all kinds of problems. Yeah, because companies are run by people, all right? The business model doesn't fail you. Network marketing will never fail you. It's a great business model. It's an incredible business model if you want to create wealth. But who your partner is critical. Kind of like marriage, who your partner is important. All right. So here we've got a 25-year-old, it says 24, but now we're in year 26, actually, over 25 years of history. We're in over 80 countries now where we have a corporate presence in most of those companies, over 1,000 employees, debt-free. Our company, For Life Research, does not owe one penny to anybody, not one shilling. I love that because today in this world, if you're in debt, you're in trouble. Look at Tupperware. Earl Tupper started that company in 1938. They're bankrupt right now. They're in bankruptcy. They're broke because they're in debt. We have no debt. So if any of you have been with Tupperware, there's a bankrupt company right there. We have actually now we've got over 80 patents. I need to update this. We manufacture our own products. All right. We don't rely on other companies. We manufacture, we create, we innovate our own products. David and Bianca Lisenby are founders. We love these people. They're extremely responsible, they care about us. They're very loving people, and they understand how important a role that they've played and continue to play in our future. I love the fact that I can wake up in the morning and I don't have to worry about my multi-million dollar business because it's being run by people who are responsible. And I can depend. I mean, today's payday, by the way. I woke up this morning and looked at my bank account, and I know I might be bragging here, but look in the bank account and there's, well over $100,000 deposited last night. I love that. Wouldn't you like to have the same thing? Your partner is important. You have to depend on your partner. So we love David and Bianca Lisenby. Transfer factors, I mentioned, not a vitamin, not a mineral, not a herb. It's a messenger molecule that transfers immune knowledge. Now, what we've done, we've applied transfer factor in many different products. Skincare, your skin also absorbs. So these messenger molecules, they can actually be absorbed into the skin as well. Anti-aging, Gold Factor is one of our products, by the way. We've got, a lot of anti-aging. We have a new product coming out that's in the anti-aging category in April. I'm very excited about it because it's high tech, something brand new on the market. Only company in the world to have it is us at For Life. Digestive health, fitness, transformation. And then we've got the targeted transfer factors that target systems of the body, okay? Cardiovascular system, reproductive system, nervous system. So now what I want to do, I'm going to drop off of this PowerPoint and stop showing my screen. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to finish up this presentation by sharing with you a bit about the opportunity. There's many ways you can be involved with us at For Life. First of all, you have to decide if you want to build a future. If you do, how do you want to go about it? There's a couple of ways. One, you can be involved in direct sales. What's direct sales? Well, you basically buy a product and you go sell it. That's good. There's nothing wrong with direct sales. Direct sales is a multi-trillion-dollar industry as well. All right. In fact, in Kenya, a lot of people earn an income through direct sales. You get the product, you go share the product, and you earn an income. Another way, influencing. I spent the other day, I was with somebody on the phone who's got over 1 million people on their Instagram page. And, she's looking at, how she can get involved in influence by sharing. And she wants to start with the skincare. She wants to start sharing the aqua with people. And in fact, she's part of a big community of African American people here in the US. It's called, I think, Black Lives Luxury, something like that. And there's over 1 million people that are in this group. But the point is this: she wants to become an influencer and share it with people that way. You can do that. But what I talked to her about was, look, influencing is wonderful, but why not build a network? Build a family, build a community, build relationships with people, because that's what holds it together. If you're just out there, sharing a product with someone and that's all you're doing, you're not sharing an opportunity with them. And I understand there's a lot of people that just want the product. I've got famous people, Viola Davis, many of you might know Viola. She's an actress, famous actress. She's one of our product users. Magic Johnson, basketball player, a lot of famous people love our products and use them. All right. But if you want to make money, the best way to go about it is building the network, inviting people to come have a look at who we are, having them get their own ID number by signing up. Let them buy the product on their own. They get the product through their ID number, and you get paid for the rest of your life every time they make a purchase. All right. And then when they sign somebody up, they'll get paid for the rest of their life, and so will you. Okay. Build a network of people. That's where the money really is. We pay a lot. We pay 64% to our entire organization out there. All of you and me, we get paid 64%. All right. And that's broken down into a few areas. We've got trips. If you like to travel, we have a trip every 6 months. You can earn a trip, and you can earn many trips. I've been to 106 countries paid for by 4Life. All right. So there's a lot of different ways that you can earn an income with 4Life. But the main way is building an organization, building a team. So I want to encourage you, get with the person who invited you, learn more about how you can get signed up, and then start learning how to share with people. Use your app, the 4Life app, and we'll do a training on the app. I think it's very important that everyone knows how to use the app to share content with people. But I know in Kenya, you guys have that office in Nairobi that you use to have people come in and do training there. Love to see the same thing happen in Mombasa and other areas of Kenya, where we've got some people that are actually training and helping people learn how to get out and share the 4Life opportunity and 4Life products with people. We do our Zooms, by the way. We've got a calendar on uplinepro.com. You can click on calendar, and you can see when we have our opportunity meetings. We have a Mentor Monday training every Monday. We have, here in America, we have a Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening training and opportunity meeting. Then, of course, in Kenya, we've got our Thursday right now. It's early in the morning here in the USA, but over there in Africa, it's evening time. So we get together. So there's always people here to help you build and grow your 4Life business. So having said that, I'd like to see if there's any questions, any comments, anything anybody would like to share. Raise your hand. Be more than happy to help you, to answer any questions you might have regarding product, the company, opportunity, getting paid, anything. Anybody have any questions at all? We have no questions. I did that good of a job, I guess, huh? I know we've got some new people with us as well. Let me do this then. Let me go ahead and ask a couple of people here. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask Sally. Hey, Sally, I'm going to unmute your microphone real quick, if you don't mind. Can you hear me, Sally? Sally? Oh, looks like Sally might have dropped off. I hope oh, no, she didn't. There she is. Hey, Sally, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Good.
trying to unmute.
Okay, no worries. So this is the first time you've joined us, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So has anybody given you a presentation at all about 4Life and about our products? Or
Yes.
is this your first presentation?
Jessica is my.
I'm sorry?
No, Jessica has done it for me. With me.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask
Sister
you.
Jessica, my
Oh,
upline.
Jacinta. Okay, you're part of.
Jessica has done with me.
Oh, Jessica. Okay,
Yes,
wonderful.
Jessica.
Wonderful. Okay. So you're in Nairobi, correct?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Okay. So how do you
Yes.
feel? How do you feel about 4Life? Have you tried the products yet?
Yeah, I have some I'm taking now.
Nice. Okay.
And I've talked to some. Yeah, yes.
Wonderful. Well, continue to invite people, continue to share with people. That's how we build and grow the business. So thank you for being part of our 4Life family, part of our community. You've got wonderful people there in Kenya. You've got, of course, Jacinta, Jesse's team. You've got Dr. Ojina, Trisha, Susan. I know we've got Terry over in Mombasa. And there's many of you. I put Beatrice. We've got Wangechi, Mercy, uh, a lot of great leaders over there in Kenya. And you guys are all working together, and that's what's so important. Continue to work together, support each other, edify each other. Okay. So
Yes.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything they want to share? I know that I see Susan on here. Hey, Susan, if you don't mind, I'm going to unmute your microphone real quick. Hi, Susan. How are you?
Hi, Dave. Good evening.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for having us today.
For those of you that may not know, Susan, she lived here in San Diego for a while. So she was actually one of my neighbors in California a while back. If I can ask Susan, when did you live here in San Diego?
Oh my goodness, it's more than 20 years ago.
Okay. So you lived in where was it? Carmel, was it Carmel?
I was at Scripps Ranch near La Jolla.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we spoke. If you don't mind, real quick, can you share your story? Because you've got a great background. You've been around this business of networking, and you and I spoke first. Trisha, I know Trisha invited you, and I think I was driving in my car when we had our very first conversation. Correct?
Yes, we did.
So, do you mind just share with everyone just real quick here about your background and why you decided to join our 4Life family?
No, it's okay. I can share. Okay, so my background actually is in sales and marketing. I was in the airline before, and I was doing sales for the airlines that I worked with. And then I guess I got restless and tired, and I joined a network marketing company. I really didn't think much about it. I liked the products. That's what I liked. And I grew my business. Everything worked very well for the time that I was with that network marketing company. And unfortunately, I had to part ways with them. But when I met Trisha again, she was explaining to me now about 4Life. And at the particular time when we were in South Africa, we were busy. So I really didn't pick it up. But when we got back, I looked at the product. Now, I'm a product of a product. I believe if you're going to do any business, whatever business it's going to be, you need
Right.
to know your product.
Right.
You need to use your products and to have an understanding of the products, because that's where, you know, if you like something, it's very hard not to share about it.
Right.
And again, if you don't like something, you're gonna share about it too. So
Very
it's,
true.
you know, yes. So I took some product, some time. Unfortunately, I lost my brother, so I had to kind of step away from the business, and then I came back to the business. So one thing I must say for everybody, whether this is your first time in this particular company, I would say what Dave has just said. Be a product of the product, get some product, use the product, understand why he says it's not vitamins, it's not supplements, understand why. You know, you can only understand it if you use it, but also if you attend trainings and get that understanding, because it will give you the confidence to go and share. And another thing Dave said, sometimes we share and we're so excited, and our friends and family, especially our friends and family, they don't join in our excitement. They are waiting to see us succeed first before they join or fail. Whichever way they're looking at you. But I would say that just go with it. This company, for sure, I have a lot of faith and a lot of trust, because Dave is our upline. And he's here for us. Like, many companies don't support their team members, cross line, down lines, and all that good stuff. But Dave is someone who's taking time out to make sure that we are successful. And we're going to grow character, business, all the good things that we need. And we leave a good legacy for our children. And I think for us in Africa, especially, this is awesome, because we don't need to leave Kenya per se to go to the UK to sign up people. It's all done for us. It's very easy, very effortless, and we can grow a global business while still being at home. Of course, there are the perks of traveling and all that good stuff, but before we go out, we can build from within. So I'd
Exactly.
say take advantage. Yeah, take advantage. We have an open check. I wake up every morning, I say, the checkbook is open, because Africa hasn't heard about For Life, really. And we are the pioneers. And when you're a pioneer, it's a bit hard because we're in the trenches. We have to kind of dig, and, you know, but it pays off.
Yeah, the
Network
pioneers that
marketing pays
survive.
off.
You're right, Susan. The pioneers that survive are the ones that have statues with their names and buildings with their names, you know. And so you can name a For Life country that we opened up years ago, and I can tell you who those pioneers were. And today they're millionaires.
Yes, so we have an open check, but we have to dig. We have to be in the trenches. We have to be the ones to stick it out. We have to be the ones to go where nobody wants to go, and we have to be the ones who set the culture and the foundation. If we build a good foundation, it's solid. It's solid. It can't be shaken. So I would just say I'm super excited. I have my team, you know, getting my team together, and 2024, I believe, is my year and my team's year and For Life's year. So yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you for the trust. Thank you for being part of our family. You know, I always say this business, when you're talking to somebody, it begins with friendship. You know, when I first met Susan, I was driving, and Trisha, thank you, Trisha, for introducing me to Susan. I was in my car on the motorway, on the freeway, driving, and we had a conversation. So the first thing that happens is you establish a friendship, and then it's about establishing trust. And that takes a bit more time, because you work with people, you follow up with people. So if I can leave a very important message to everyone before I start, I want to share with you my Brazil trip as well. Understand this business is about service. It's about upline serving the downline. Many people misunderstand this business. They think the downline goes to work for the upline. No. upline serves the downline. The more people that you serve, the more people you help, the more people that you spend time with developing, growing, you start to develop the relationship with them and you establish that trust. That's the teamwork. And that's the cement that holds it all together, is the relationships. All right. So I would encourage all of you, just think of it this way. The more people that you help, the more people that you inspire and motivate and help succeed, you'll succeed. That's how this business works. Success breeds success. That's what I love about this. So having said that, we'll finish up here. I want to share with you real quick. Again, thank you everyone for joining. And Susan, thank you for your words, as well as Sally, thank you for your words. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I want to share with you my For Life trip down to Brazil, and we'll finish up. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen here in 1 second. There we go. And let me go to, so I'm just going to run through this real quick. And this is why I love this business. This business really is about an individual. Oh, I want to share this first. I love this. I think this came from Jacinta. This is so on point. This is so on point.
You do not show up for meetings. Online meetings, you don't show up. Physical meetings, you do not show up. You do not comment on your group chat. You do not plug into trainings. You do not show up at all. And you're saying the business is not working. My sister, who is actually not working? Is it not you? You are not working and you're busy blaming your business for not working. Or you think your bonus points or your money will just fall from heaven. Like seriously. Like come closer. Let me check your temperature.
So I shared that during my trip. People loved it. This was before we left for Brazil, actually. This here is a famous naturopath. She's been on television many, many, many times, from Oprah Winfrey to CNN to The View, Good Morning America, Dr. Ronnie DeLuce. You can even look her up on the internet, Dr. Ronnie. She basically came out with a book, a New York Times bestseller called How to Lose 21 Pounds in 21 Days. And she's the naturopath, worked with Michelle Obama, Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey. She's got a place in Martha's Vineyard on an island that's a retreat. She loves our products and she wanted to go to For Life. She's writing a book called The Age of Immunity, where she's going to be talking about transfer factor and the For Life products in her new upcoming book. So we took her on a tour. Went to For Life, and anybody can tour the manufacturing plant. You have to dress up like this, though, when you go on a tour inside the plant. So let me share with you real quick my Brazil trip. We're off to Brazil. Of course, this is where we're leaving the San Diego airport. Susan, you're probably familiar with this airport. But taking off on our way, I feel very grateful for the opportunity to be able to travel in first class, of course, on the trip. There I am, just kind of getting relaxed here. We get to Brazil. First things first, Gabby and I go out and get some acai berry. I love acai. Great, great antioxidant. That's in our Rio Vita, by the way. Our Rio Vita is powered with antioxidants and transfer factor. You've got elderberry, you've got acai, blueberry, pomegranate, grape, all kinds of antioxidants. But that's acai berry we're eating there. Off to For Life. This is the For Life office in Brazil. Our first meeting. Here's what's interesting about these meetings, you guys. You probably have meetings like this in Kenya, where you've got 30 to 40 people. None of these meetings had thousands of people. We're just starting. These are all pioneers. None of these people have been in For Life for more than 7 months. 7 months or less, they've been involved with For Life. This is the group right here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, just getting started. So the excitement is there. They know they're pioneers. They're very excited. Everyone likes to give the sign, the four fingers for Life. Okay, this gentleman right here, he's one of our powerhouses. His name's Gildenberg. He's a presidential diamond. He joined For Life about 8 months ago and is now a presidential diamond, working hard. This is one of our bronzes, Nusi. This person right here with Gabby, my wife Gabby's with Nusi. Nusi's the whole reason I went to Brazil. I met her through a friend in Ecuador who knew a friend in Uruguay who knew Nusi. And Nusi was the one that was ready. The other two guys weren't even ready to really build. I don't even know what they're doing today. But Nusi's on my second level now, 2 levels below me. One of the guys dropped out. He's not even in for life. And I work with Nusi. She's a bronze. She made bronze. She's been with me for 4 years now. And so here I'm working with Nusi. She's the reason I started Brazil in the first place. These are a couple of influencers in Brazil that just joined us. One of them is actually a naturopath getting started with this For Life business. This is our second meeting. Again, not a ton of people, but they're all people that are interested that want to build the business starting in Brazil. There's Gildenberg up front talking. He actually traveled 2-hour drive to go to this meeting. And we raffled a few items away. You can see For Life bottles there and some shirts. These are all people that won those prizes. Okay, check this video out. It's in Brazilian, it's in Portuguese, but I think you'll feel the energy.
Fala galera de todo o Brasil, estou aqui com o Gil. Fala Gil.
Tudo bem, Beraldo? O povo aqui é fraco, viu?
Aqui é a nossa.
Aqui não vem quase ninguém, não vem quase ninguém.
Cara, que decepção, não vem ninguém, cara. Hoje, sabadão, 9 horas da
He's saying
noite.
that we're sad nobody came to our meeting.
Será que não veio? Será que não veio?
So that we want to have meetings like that everywhere. Imagine having every week 50, 70, 100 of these meetings around the world, with your teams. That's what we want. We're doing it already, but we want you all to be part of it. So then we took off to the next place, the border of Paraguay and Brazil. Very, very small town. There's the tallest building right there in the entire town. And it's a place called Otapona, right on the border of Paraguay. And there's where you pick up your luggage. It's so small, not everybody can even fit in the room to get their luggage. But we got our bags and we went to a radio station, a small radio station from inside a house where Anderson, and this is the gentleman right here, he's the one that we started working with during COVID. And now he's doing about 200,000 plus a month, dollars of business. He's got a great For Life business, never done network marketing before, never, ever. And here he is, he's the one that set up this little radio interview. We invited people to come to our meeting. We went and took some pictures at the border. Here we are on the border. The ladies are in Paraguay and the guys are in Brazil. So this is the border right there. Kind of fun. But this is our third meeting. Again, not a ton of people, but some great leaders that are there that some of them drove for hours. They drove to come, like this one right here in the front, Mara right there. She drove over 2 hours to come to this meeting. So this was our third meeting that we did. This is our fourth meeting that we did in another town. We went to a town every day. We went to a new town. And this is Anderson and his family, his wife, Tatiani, me and Gabby, their 3 children, Eric, Sarah, and Igor. And then his brother-in-law who drove us to the next town. And so next place we took off to, going to Brasilia. These are some key leaders. We had dinner with them. These are presidential diamonds and above on Anderson's team, meeting them, working with them. This is a brand new person. She's actually a naturopath doctor. She joined and she became a diamond her first month, last month. She joined last month in January, had some guests come to have breakfast with us. They love networking. Their parents, the lady there, her mother and father made a lot of money with a Japanese company many, many years ago selling chlorella, which is a green drink. So they joined, but she made diamond her first month in the business. But this is how the business is done. Meeting people, out with the people. Here's Anderson in the back of the car with Gabby, luggage packed on top. Reminds me of when I was driving with Dr. Ojina around Kenya. This is Anderson learning English.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome?
It's awesome.
But here we are driving around in a packed car, trying to get our luggage in there, driving around, going from meeting to meeting. Our next meeting, we had about 150 people came to this one. This is Anderson up front sharing that business opportunity and the products with people. Just the same thing over and over, you guys. Out sharing the message, delivering the message to people. This is one of our bronzes, brand new bronze, Leandro. Joined the business, became a bronze, took him about 7 months, hard work. But look, there's no substitute for the energy, the laughter, the fun, the love that you feel working together with people. Having a good time. There's Daisy. She's actually an actress, a Brazilian actress. They're presidential diamonds now. They joined For Life. They're working hard. They won the Great Escape trip already. There's Leandro saying goodbye. He's our bronze that's down there in Brazil. So we went out and had dinner together. This is after midnight, actually, at close to 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we're off to the next town. All right, this is the next meeting that we did. Driving in traffic. Here's the next meeting we did. Again, you know, I don't know, maybe 40 people, 50 people at that meeting. This was very, very late, by the way. They waited over 3 hours. We were late to the meeting because of the rain. The flight was late getting in. This is one of our brand new presidential diamonds, Arledji. She's a hairstylist, but she's a presidential diamond, made presidential diamond in about 7 months. We're at the airport. Last place we went to, Fortaleza. Went to the fish market. Got ourselves, you get fresh fish right out of the ocean. You pick the fish and they cook it right there on the spot for you. Shrimp and fish. This is probably something you get in Mombasa, you know, but Yucca just got together with Anderson, had a great meal, got ready for the event. The next event we did, again, this was a training, actually, not a lot of people, but we actually signed up a number of people that came to this training. It was a training on the immune system and on the For Life products, how to use the products. And the very last meeting we did, this is church on Sunday. This is a gentleman that actually Anderson met him at one of the events, invited him to church, and came to church with us. And back at the fish market. And then last event that we did, there's Anderson. He forgot his shirt and his jacket and his tie. He left it in the city before. But the last place we went right here, our very last meeting, I want to share this last video with you. This is the last night we were there.
Fala galera, tudo bem? Nós estamos aqui na cidade de Fortaleza. Que pena, hein, Anderson? Que pena.
Foi triste.
Vídeo tão bonito que o Beraldo e o Gildenberg fizeram lá no evento, na cidade deles, e aqui a gente não conseguiu superar o evento deles. Né?
Quase nada, né, gente?
Só vê essa galera aqui!
So you guys, again, there's no substitute, you know, for the energy that you feel when you're doing a live event, live meeting. So I want to encourage you all, be out, share it, get together. You know, if you're in Kenya, you know, get together at the Nairobi office, have fun events, create that energy, that excitement. Do the same thing over in Mombasa, do the same thing in other areas, but that requires leadership. So I know we've gone over a bit today. It's 9 minutes after the hour. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone, for joining in today.
Wow, we've been chatting on that chat. Susan says she wants to come to Canada, and then Joseph said, yes, we're going to see each other, and we all want to travel like you do, Dave, definitely. And it is at the tip of our hands. All we need to do is talk. And with that, I want to invite any new guests, and I have a guest that is hearing this for the first time, and it's my friend Amon. Amon is a friend here from Fort Erie, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to start my meetings in Fort Erie, and I want people like Amon joining me to bring this message of prosperity and wealth and health to, you know, home, because I moved to a smaller town. And so you start with your town, everybody. You start with just your neighbor. You start with the people that you are surrounded. Like Deb says, there's no pandemic anymore and no fear. So start with those that surround you and start local. And then we start going bigger and bigger. And, you know, then we travel to 100 countries like Dave does. And so thank you for the new, let me see if she's still here. Where is our new person, Dave, that you, Paris, she already left. Okay, so some people have left. Who is the gentleman smiling a lot with the tech phone? I want to greet him before we go. If you can say hi to us and let us know who you are. Because he's been smiling the whole meeting. I want to know who this person is, Dave.
Hey, hello, Tech. We're unmuting you, Tech. Go ahead and if you can click unmute there so we can have a chance to, there you are.
All right, all right, all right. Yes, Dave.
So you're in Kenya?
I'm in Kenya.
Okay. And
I'm in Nairobi, Kenya. I just joined the business under Dr. Robert Ojina.
nice.
Yes.
Excellent. And
Thank
you've
you
been
for being part of
smiling.
our For Life family. So we're pleased to have you with us, and hopefully we can be of service to help you grow a big business over there and around the world.
Thank you very much.
What is your name? Is that the phone name or is your name?
This is the phone's name, but you can
What
write
is
my
your
name,
name?
Joseph. Joseph.
Oh, you're
Joseph
Joseph.
Okech.
Oh, Joseph is the one that's going to come to
The-
Canada also. Okay, very good. He's the one that was writing me.
Yes.
Very good. Well,
Yes.
Joseph, welcome to
The
the For
other
Life
day,
family. Very
training
good.
last
Very.
Yeah.
Yes. You were
Yes.
here
You
last week.
remember?
Now I remember you. I remember, and then you wrote me in the Facebook. Very good. Well, we're here to support each other. I want to see if
Very-
Amon is still there. I know Amon took his camera off, but before we leave, I want to see if Amon has any questions. Amon, are you still there? I like that picture of Amon dressed up. Eh, Dave? Look at that with his red tie and his blue suit. Let me see if Amon can come on camera. There we go. Hey, Amon.
Hello, how
I
are
wanted
you?
you. Good. What did you think about the meeting and my great friend and mentor, Dave? You have any
Wow.
questions or what do you think?
Not at the top of my head, not now, but I listened to the whole presentation, and I'm pretty impressed with the presentation. Look forward to just a little bit more information and how to sign up and come on board, I guess.
Yeah, well, Amon, where kids are in, Amon and I share a lot of things. We go to the same church. Our kids go to Navy camp. So he brings the kids on Friday. I bring the kids on the other Friday. So you see, it's as easy as that. I believe that Amon has such great opportunity because we can do this together. And this is how this business works, right? You can just say, I know that I can, because there's got to be like Amon and I have been like talking to a while. I haven't invited him yet to listen, but now I think it's the right moment. Why? Because now I've seen Amon. Amon has seen me for a few months, and now we have a trust factor. Like, and I see great potential. So Amon, we're going to get together for that coffee. Like I said, we'll decide between today and tomorrow what we can do. But everyone, it's as simple as that. Bring people to the meeting. Tomorrow, I will be holding a small question and answer period. It's on Dave's calendar. Saturday, I'm going to be talking about Fiverr system. It's going to be 10 in the morning for Toronto and Canada, and for Kenya, it's 11 to what time is 10, 11, 12?
So you're 10
6
o'clock in the
p.m.
morning is my 7. So that's
Yeah,
basically
6,
6
yes,
o'clock 6 o'clock in the evening in Kenya.
6 p.m. for Kenya. So check the calendar for the link. I'm going to be talking about Fiverr system. I'm going to be adding that second health talk. So you have Tuesdays with Dr. Regina and then Saturdays with Claudia, just to talk about product. We're going to increase that. We need those points so that people can get to see what our products are, what they do, why do we need them. And so with that, we can close. Dave, thank you for an amazing evening for those in Kenya and for a great lunchtime hour with you. Thank you so much for your time, Dave. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
By the way,
everyone. 2024. Keep going, keep growing. Okay, let's build Kenya. Let's build Africa. Let's build the world. Love
Dave,
you guys. Thank you.
I wanted to share something funny. I started in Canada, the meeting, and I ended up in the States because I crossed the border for pick up something in my PO box. So I was like, I can do my meeting in 2 different countries today. So isn't that nice. I'm still working. And so yes, everybody, we can do it from the hand, from your phone. Okay. So let's get going. Let's get growing, people. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wangechi, when you close the meeting. You're the host. Wangechi, when Wangechi leaves, she closes everything. I gave her the host.
Okay.
You can go, Dave. When Wangechi closes, she will close the meeting.
Okay.
You can all leave. Don't worry.
Bye,
Wangechi, you
everybody.
can close.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh, bye. I think I missed that last bit. It
Bye-bye,
was good.
bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go. You can close. When you leave, it's going to say close the meeting. So you can close the meeting.
Okay.
Perfect.